Hey, this is Casey,
And Darren.
and we're with the Cascadia Green Building Council, the Thompson Okanagan Collaborative. And what we're here to share with you on video is our first registered living building project here in Kelowna, British Columbia, Canada. What we've got here is a laneway home, and Darren is the contractor that's building this amazing structure. And so we're going to give you some video progress updates, kind of a day to day, week by week, so you all of you who are interested in doing something similar can learn from us and figure out what kind of hiccups we've come across and other really great opportunities. So Darren's just going to start by sharing with us kind of where we're at so far. Darren's just going to start by explaining a bit about the property itself.
So here we are. This is a beautiful little place. It's a nice flat site. We've got a creek just over here. You'll see in a sec. Beautiful little house here they've restored and did some renovations on a couple of years ago when they moved in. You see a fairly busy street up the front. This has got future plans for addition onto this place. But where we're working today is right beside our garden here. We've got our site for our 600 square foot carriage house. You'll see we've got a couple of big. This is two big pits here. This is the first one is going to hold our rain collecting tanks in here. You see the footings going around for the perimeter of the building that's happening, and then the other hole over there is going to be we have a space for our plumbing and composting toilet are going to go into this space over there. So so you can get a feel for it. It's going to have a one-car garage, so it's going to be about in this space here for the owners of the property. And then on this side over here is going to be a kitchen, and then over here is a living room, and then this is going to be a little bedroom over here on this side here, and the bathroom is going to be over top of this pit.
Okay.
That's a little site tour. Over top of the garage, there's going to be a little loft space for us for the client, and it's going to be pretty cool.
So far, is there anything interesting that you had to kind of work through in order to get to this point in the first place?
So the interesting things, maybe that's a different.
We could do that.
Blog entry on
sure.
The year that we spent working through permits and regulations and proposals to the city and to. One of the cool things about this project is we have some grant money to work with because it's being designed and built for mentally disabled men.
Yeah.
Which is pretty cool.
Is there anything interesting that you want to share maybe about, because I understand the water table is quite high here, watershed, or is there anything we need to know about that because you've been digging down?
So in the Kelowna, most of this is old riverbed. So we've got Mill Creek. You can see the tree lines over there. That's one of the major creeks. It's called Mill Creek. It goes down to the lake. We're actually really close to that. So we're in the 100-year floodplain right now. Right about, where do we figure? I think if the bottom of this footing here is actually in the floodplain.
Okay.
So we aren't allowed to actually have anything mechanical or anything damageable by water.
Okay.
At this level right here. So what that means is that we've had to basically lift everything up. Now, this space over here is going to be non-mechanical things. It's all stuff that could be soaked and buried with water. But we are really close to groundwater too, and I think given the moisture, you see the water, the bottom of this pit looks wet. We're pretty close to groundwater here. This is outside of the foundations. I'm just going to point that out. But I think we're close to groundwater here because this is pretty wet material down here in the bottom.
Okay.
Got a lot of clay in here and a lot of water. You can see it sort of rising up a little bit. Not a big worry. This is all outside of the building. This is what we're building on here, which we got lots of depth. We need the 2 feet to groundwater for city regulations. But that's the water thing. And lake is below this, really.
Fantastic. Thanks, Darren.
Have fun. See you soon.
We will. See you later, folks. Have a great day. See you next time.